Welcome back to another episode working on the RESTOMOD of this 90's 3-door Land Rover. On the last episode, we fixed the paint corrosion on the rear door, as well as refurbishing the rear door lock mechanism, which meant we finally had a working door handle and lock. On this episode, we make a drop-down rear table. This is our first touring modification to add that little bit of comfort when on the road and out on the tracks. We got stuck in, using the original panel as a template to mark out the plywood that will be used as the mounting surface. When selecting the plywood, I looked for a piece with the most amount of grain character, as this will be sanded and clear coated with the timber on display. We chose this method over carpet as it would be easier to clean after use. I marked out the holes using the original panel, drilled them, then moved on to getting the cutout to allow access to the inner door handle. Both the router and the jigsaw were purchased second hand, making this project very budget friendly. With not a lot of router experience, I did some research before getting stuck into this project. The main crucial info found was that plywood likes to be climb cut, as it tends to compress the fibres toward the panel, causing less tear out of the top layer. This method can be more risky, so care must be taken to control the router safely. With the mounting panel mostly complete, we moved on to marking and cutting out the table and recessing the mounting location of the piano hinge. Alright, so we've made a fair bit of progress. The basic structural layout of it's done. The hinge is done. So I wanted to try and make a hinge that, like, not two ropes that flapped around. I wanted to sort of, for it to tuck away when it was up, but that was a bit of a challenge, but we got there. So it's just one of these drop down table hinges, and it slots up into a slot and hides away behind this panel there, and then goes down nicely up. So that works quite well. So the idea is the cooker's going to go there, and then whatever you're chopping or whatever can do that there. So yeah, so we're going to kick on with doing basically the two loops that I don't know if you can see that hold the table up and out of the way. I mean, it would hold itself up in the back, but just an added extra bit if you're not using it, but you have the back door open for whatever reason. So we'll chuck those on, and then we're going to fill some holes that I stuffed up on. Happy to admit that. And then sand it back and clear coat it. We spent the first weekend of 2025 parked up in the bush, utilising the past week's work fabricating the new drop-down table. It came out better than I could have expected, and added much needed cooking and food preparation space to the simple rear setup we are currently running in Candace. I just wanted to say a quick thank you to all those who have been following along since we started this channel, and to all the new subscribers. There is plenty more adventures and modifications to come in 2025, so stay tuned. If you haven't yet subscribed, it takes one click and really helps the channel. That's it for this episode, so we'll see you on the next one.